Where are my keys? Really, where are they? I want to go home. Where? Seriously, where did my keys go? Found them. Video over.
You have to clean up and turn out the lights.
We're not doing any of that. We're going home. Welcome to Daddy's Money Garage. That's probably loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome to Daddy's Money Garage. Today, it's Sunday. No, it's not. It's Monday if you're watching this.
Or later.
Or whatever. It's whatever day you're watching this on, but right here it's Sunday. We're working on the jet. And it's about to be running. You know, is it running?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It'll always be Tuesday. It's hot and I'm tired. Why is it always like this?
Because we forget to do these in the morning.
No, it's not fun to do them in the morning. We have dirt bikes to ride.
We didn't do any of that today.
Oh yeah, you're right. We did it with a different vehicle. It's midnight right now.
Basically.
Yeah, so rewind 12 hours. John's over at the trunk doing some stuff with the wiring. And I don't know where Garrett's at, so I'm on a search and rescue. So I'm just gonna borrow this thing. I have a feeling I know where he's at because we found him there before. So we're gonna go check. Garrett! Oh. Okay, well that was easy enough. Why do you keep getting lost in the woods?
It's like home. I don't know.
It's not even far from the shop. It's right there. How do you get this thing back there?
Don't ask questions you want answers to.
Okay, well, let's go build a race car. I think John's, like, doing stuff right now.
Okay.
All right, see you at the shop. Don't get lost. Well, that's one way to do it. He didn't even have to turn around. That wasn't even necessary.
It's totally necessary.
Guys, this is a momentous occasion because we don't have to order any more performance parts.
Hell yeah.
And I think we have everything we need to plumb and wire this car up and start it. Not probably today. I don't know, maybe. Who knows what it... Just see where we get, I guess. What is this?
6'-6 AN.
Okay, cool. So that's fuel line. This is 8 AN. A plethora of very expensive, extremely expensive for no reason. Why? Why are AN fittings so expensive? I don't understand. Okay, this is a fuel filter, so you know that's you know, thread sealer because need that. Let's talk about the big stuff we got here. A big thing of wiring that should do the whole car. Fuel line. Wide open throttle switch to trigger the nitrous because we don't trust ourselves to do it with our hands. So we'll just do it when the throttle's wide open. Garrett, you're gonna like this.
Oh, I'm gonna like it.
You're gonna like this.
Is that the perch solenoid?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes it is.
I love perch solenoids.
Yes. I was on the phone with Nitrous Express multiple times this past week. They got a really good tech line. I told them exactly how our fuel's set up, how it's run through the regulator and split off, and what is in the engine, what it's gonna be doing. They said that our fuel system is more than adequate. What we have set up will actually support like 700 horsepower. If we had anything more than a 300 shot, we'd have to upgrade to bigger nitrous lines. But 4 AN, what we got is perfect, and we only need this one solenoid. We've done it right. Verified by Nitrous Express. Our last thing, right? So this Demon carburetor that's under the hood of this thing, it's all fine and good, but it's going to leak. I feel like it's going to leak because 2 of the bowl screws are stripped out, and even if they weren't, it doesn't have enough CFM to support what this thing's gonna need. In this box is exactly what we need. This is a 750 Track Warrior.
That's what it is.
Full race carburetor. Everything is nice. It's exactly what we need. The only thing is that I'm gonna have to void the warranty on this immediately. Wide open throttle switch has to be connected to a piece that would be here on a regular carburetor, but they plugged it.
Oh.
Yeah, because that switch is actuated by the opening of the throttle blade, and there would normally be a piece here that a little thing would slip onto to trip the switch, but it's not here. So I'm gonna have to steal one off of another carburetor, take this plug out, and just hope that there's threads there for me to thread it into. But we know what we gotta do. We gotta plumb, we gotta wire, I gotta work on this thing.
Let's get to it.
We're gonna tackle something that people have been asking us to do. We're gonna wash this thing.
Oh boy.
So let's find a way to force the windows in place. Pressure washer's over there somewhere. And I think there's actually some soap around here somewhere. I don't know.
You got me. I don't
That'd be
know.
the last thing I'd expect to be around here is car wash soap.
Didn't we
You'd be
have
surprised.
some in the office?
Yeah, we might actually, I think. But either way, let's get this thing pushed outside and get the Bondo dust and crud off of it. Did we even see if there was gas in the pressure washer?
Nope.
Gives us a chance to clean under the jet too, because Lord knows there's a bunch of crap that just falls off this car constantly. Like the pinion seal that's leaking and dumped out $80 worth of gear oil. John did catch it in the drain pan.
Yeah, so you guys put everything in.
Yeah. Well, let's wash this thing and then actually do something productive. This hose is fine. I don't know what you're talking about. We did manage to cover it up with a piece of plastic that came with the carburetor, so that's nice. And we forced the windows up to try to keep water out. So, you know, just go ahead and, you know, nip those comments in the bud.
See how well that works.
Yeah. Make sure you get the hood. That thing's covered in Bondo dust. We'll come back to this in a little bit and see how this turns out. What? I said we'll come back to this in a little bit and see how it turns out. Well, she looks nice and clean, Garrett. You know, it's got sunlight on it now. The hood's still, you know, it didn't matter, did it?
I mean,
It's cleaner,
no,
but it makes us feel good about it. Well, while you were washing, I made some modifications and voided the warranty on something cheaper than the carburetor, so
cheaper than the carburetor.
yeah, it was better than the carburetor. But it works. The radiator fan fairy visited us during the week and put those on. So these fit perfect. No problem. We found the radiator hoses, but John forgot the lower one at his house. It's not hooked up, but we got to get that carburetor off because we need to make sure that our wide open throttle switch and stuff is going to work right. And we can start plumbing it under the hood and running electrical. All the nitpicky stuff that's keeping this thing from running. So we'll get this thing off, throw the Track Warrior on, and we'll see what I did to void a warranty.
We raised the front end on it.
We can raise it more.
Yeah.
Oh, does the wheel turn too?
Yeah, the wheels turned as well.
So
So it'll be leaning on one side.
yeah.
We have successfully installed the Track Warrior. It's beautiful. You know, do you know why we went to a Track Warrior, Garrett? Like specifically?
No, not really.
Okay, it's because the choke tower, you know, this one doesn't have one. Everything's adjustable by hand. It's also the proper size. Full, you know, race carburetor. It's meant to be for race cars. No choke, no nothing. Mechanical everything. And I voided the warranty on our wide open throttle switch because I had to cut this and bend it. Because on a standard Holley carburetor, the throttle blade has this protrusion that a little arm hooks onto to actuate the switch for the wide open throttle switch. That's not present on this, and in order to get it there, I thought it would be behind the plug and then just screw it in. But it's not. It's built into other Holley carburetors, and I'm not changing the throttle blade. So I just cut the little actuator and bent it, and it works fine off of the throttle stop screw. And hopefully we never have to move that. Otherwise we're gonna have to, you know, buy another one and rebend it. But it works.
What?
That's the juice.
Give it the juice, keep it the beans, keep it the ketchup.
We've got a fitting now that you know, from 5/8 18 to 6 AN to run over here to our pressure regulator. We've got the Y fittings to hook up the nitrous here and here, and also down there and on the other side. You know, it's plumbing and electrical essentially now, Garrett.
Yup.
Which means that John's taken over because he's the only one that knows how to wire things. What kind of electrical stuff have you got going on here?
I'm just going to my bag of amp connectors.
We did find the factory harness to hook up the rear lights and stuff. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, we'll reuse that. Don't tell the insurance company.
When did we ever tell an insurance anything?
Do you want to explain the voodoo we have going on with the fuel system? It's 8 AN, 6 AN. The cell is 10 AN, which we have to reduce to 8 AN
To feed the fuel pump.
to feed the fuel pump.
Yep.
And then coming out of that is going to be 6 AN to 3/8 NPT.
Yep.
Up to 3/8 NPT all the way up to the regulator, which then goes back to 6 AN. And it's some gymnastics to get gas through this thing. We also figured out this thing's gonna need to run on at least 95 octane, so much for getting premium pump gas. It's gonna take a mortgage to fill this thing up.
Look who made it back in one piece.
Brakes don't work great on this thing.
Look at your hair.
Dude, what? Okay.
Your hair.
It's the new thing, you know?
It's the new thing.
Yeah.
His new thing, guys.
All right.
Slick back hair. Looking like a wild...
Man.
John over here is about to cut some line. Hopefully it works. Boom shakalaka. Just like that.
The coolest thing about this whole thing, the switch, is knowing that as soon as that click, that's lighting the fuse on blowing this thing up. Or going really fast, who knows? Either one's gonna be fun.
Handy 5/8 bottle opener.
Oh, look at that.
I saw it in the checkout line at Harbor Freight and they had to have it.
Heck yeah, how much did that cost?
$3?
$3? What?
Great for when you're broken down the side of the road and you got a 6er in the trunk because that's the kind of person you are.
Hey, don't be talking to me about me like that. Let's see what Austin's doing. What are you doing?
Breaking stuff, dude. This is rare. It's footage of me working on the car.
I know.
I've already got this plumbed to the main line and then sealed up with pipe dope. I don't know, can they see it?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Kind of. We'll show
Yeah,
it later if you can't. But now I've got to get fuel from here to here, and we have learned that we are one fitting short. And I think we may be having that come to us, right, Garrett?
Yeah, my buddy, Pitman, the man with a plan.
He's going to the drag strip with us once.
Yeah.
Drove that Granada.
He did drive the Granada.
Thing was sweet.
It was...
Slowest thing on the track besides a Ford Ranger.
Hey, that Ford Ranger was banging, though.
That dude was getting
He was getting it. And that's what Austin is doing on the Creeper. Being comfortable, looking good.
Dude, yeah.
Making things look good.
This is the most comfortable I've been under this car ever.
Bet. All right, let's go see what the man John is doing. John, what are you doing?
I am. Oh, that's Twite.
Twite.
Fuel line.
Fuel line? Yeah, that would help if that was out of the way.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
All right. So we are regulator to carb.
What?
The reg to carb.
I got the carb line.
Oh, sweet.
Just need to make sure that we don't actually hook it up to the carb and we run fuel through it so we can get all of the little rubber balls out before it fills up our nice pretty new Demon.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Track Warrior.
catastrophic.
Beautiful carburetor, I love it.
We don't have pipe dope on the regulator.
Oh, yeah, that would be... But isn't that what this is?
Just unplug it and put pipe those in it.
I'm just going to focus on making the next one.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm going to work on the next hose.
As you see, Austin doesn't put caps back on things.
I got the fittings out of the cell. Now all we gotta do is just get fuel from it to the pump.
a dribble of oil on them?
No.
Now you wonder why I used to go out and scream. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Pretty funny.
Use that in one of our videos? Use what?
I don't think we have. It's been a minute since I let out the scream.
Oh, what am I running over?
The
Tools.
Have we used what?
The scream.
Oh, I gotta find something frustrating to say so you run out there and scream.
Like this already isn't frustrating enough.
You know what, Garrett?
Yes?
You can just go the fuck home this week. You just left.
Well, you told him to.
I didn't think you actually would. There's a fuel line now. So
From
that's
the
good.
regulator to the
To the
carb.
We're gonna plug off the nitrous feed, the nitrous fuel feed in the regulator. We're gonna plug that off because it's not necessary for just running the thing. And now we're pretty much at the point of needing a fitting.
Yep.
We need one fitting.
Yep, forgot to order the 4th fitting.
One fitting. Why? You know what? You know that 5/8/18 that's in that fuel rail right now? I rush ordered that because I thought it was the only one we needed. $24 in shipping. Going. I am destitute. So John, I'm wondering, what do you think is worse? Doing the plumbing or doing the interior work?
Find worse.
Like, just more drudgery. What's more just tedious?
Probably the interior was worse.
Yeah, but the fittings, right? For AN hose, like AN fittings. A lot of money for a small thing. At least when, you know, you spend a lot of money on something, usually it's something big and cool. But no, with this stuff, you spend like $20 and you just get a little fitting so you can connect something to something else. That's not even interesting. I feel kind of cheated, honestly. It's like the home stretch, man. Like, we're near the end, and it's like, oh, cool. You're almost done with your car. Here, buy $200 worth of fittings, and then maybe you'll make it work.
That's a fair call.
We're at a dead end, essentially, right now.
Well, as far as the fuel system's concerned.
Yeah, we still have electrical we can do, but we're waiting on that AN fitting, that -8, so that we can finally plumb the thing together. She's plumbed up under the hood. I mean, the nitrous isn't.
Did we show him that yet?
Did we show him?
I don't know.
Well, let's show him again. Why not?
Okay.
While John's undoing the hood, we got the trim piece that goes under the hood, so now it's like complete again. So John made a line 6 AN from the carburetor here that goes into a reducer down to 5/8 18 down to the regulator, and I plugged it off. So because the nitrous system isn't essential just to get it to run.
Mute.
So she's plumbed up in the back. We're waiting on that -8 AN fitting. John's got that gigantic battery cable, and yeah, we need that. We, like I said, need that fitting. We can't really do anything else right now with the fuel.
Now, literally just need the one -8, and then I can finish.
Yeah, and we're done. We're done with the main fuel at least, but we still need it for the nitrous.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've got our fuel pump plumbed to the hard line, and from the fuel pump we've got it to our filter, and I've also got from the tank to the filter, but that's the fitting that we need. Once that's in, let's literally just pop this sucker off and put it together, and then should be ready.
I think people are going to wonder where that trim piece came from. Well, maybe. I mean, you know, I got it from eBay. Tony asked us to come to the live show.
Yeah.
So I guess we go do that and then come back and start wiring some stuff.
Yeah, we can wire some stuff.
And we can get some simple stuff done. Because by that time it's going to be late.
Dark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's go do a live show.
Sweet.
Well, it's 2 hours later. We finished the live show. That was fun.
Yeah.
It just went off the rails immediately.
We should have gotten food.
There was no, yeah, oh dude.
We were so brain dead.
Oh dude, I can go to Taco Bell. Well, we're kind of dead in the water on doing the fuel system, except for flaring some lines
Yeah, we need to do that.
and, you know, doing that. But we can totally do electrical stuff. This is probably enough to do like almost all of the car.
Yeah, we pulled the harnesses down so I can actually strip those for the parts that I need.
Yeah, we need the sockets out of this thing, because if you've ever tried to find these kind of sockets, they're near impossible.
They're unobtainium.
Yeah, you can't get them in a parts store, I don't think. I mean, at least the ones that I found wouldn't
You
have worked.
might be able to find them at Napa.
But
Napa.
yeah, well, why go to Napa when we have these?
Yeah, right?
So I guess we're gonna do some small fuel line stuff and do some wiring and try to make that interesting, because I mean, really, how much video can you get out of like making fuel lines and wiring? I don't know. Maybe something will break. That'll be interesting. Hey, since I'm like totally useless in the fuel line and electrical department, you want me to go to Taco Bell?
Useless.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do like engine stuff. I don't know how to make like stuff that requires precision.
It's not precision.
Dude,
You take
flaring things
and you put them together.
Flaring things is like a
this.
delicate art.
Is it?
Apparently. Like, there's a whole thing. Like,
There's a
rentals.
tool right there. You can just give it a shot.
Yeah, I rented that, and I guess I'm keeping it.
At this point, yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
I'm pretty sure that we're going to like watch a video on how to like flare properly, because it's like a process of some sort.
Is it?
Yeah. We need to do some research.
I've never done that before, so I don't know. I figure it's pretty much just stick the thing in the thing and then...
Yeah, do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's helpful. Do you want me to go to Taco Bell? Because I'm kind of hungry too. We both haven't eaten. We skipped lunch and did the live.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Okay, I'll go to Taco Bell. I'll give you the camera in case something interesting happens.
Okay.
Like if fire breaks out, get that.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you doing research?
Yeah.
I had tacos, and I learned a couple things. One, I have never seen a Taco Bell with 2 lanes in a drive-thru.
It's busy Taco Bell.
Yeah. The other thing I learned, you should not try to eat Taco Bell while driving. Dude, it was bad. It was really bad. What have you learned?
Well, I saw a thing where it's like, hey, this is how you do this, but they had like a $300 tool, and that's obviously not what I got here.
Yeah, no.
So I found a video that a guy did.
This disc is destroyed, by the way.
2-ton 220.
Yeah.
On how to use this actual tool. So sweet. Hopefully I can not crack them.
Also, love that Vermont license plate from Vermont loophole that totally didn't work.
Oh yeah, that'll never work. That doesn't
didn't work at all. Doesn't work.
That doesn't allow you to
doesn't work.
register the car that never had any paperwork whatsoever in the state you currently reside in.
Nope, totally not. Yeah, totally didn't work. You know, I'm getting real sick of seeing this car in the air. The fuel line's out, and we have to cut this end off so that we can get that stupid fitting off, because we're not using it. And we're putting this hose barb in on the regulator and just going to connect it with a piece of 3/8 fuel line. And those two connections, the one to this that connects to the line that runs to the pump, and the connection to this that runs from this end, will be the only like rubber on the whole car that isn't braided. It'll have pretty much, you know, the minimum amount of rubber. I think like you can only put so much like unbraided rubber on the car. And this is only for connections, so it's okay. It'll do fine. So John, you've never flared anything in your life, and you spent 5 minutes watching a video, and now we have flared lines.
9 minutes.
You know, whatever, margin of error.
It's not a double flare, it's just to keep the rubber line on the
And you
line.
know, the best flares come the second time when the line was too long and had to be cut again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do the best one first, cut it, and then try to do it again.
Yeah, you know, you do it right the first time, and then the second time you do it wrong and get mad at yourself. And that's not what happened here for once.
Oh, that's rare.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if this thing fits in the car now.
Sure.
This is plumbed now.
Yes.
It's running from the tank to here, except one fitting.
One fitting.
There's one fitting we need. But we need hose clamps, which we didn't buy.
Yep.
Now we're literally at a point of just electrical.
Pretty much, yeah. I just need grab a packet of clamps, come back, done.
Wire
Get
up
that
some stuff.
one hose end for my little short hose I got under there, and done. And then
she'll be able to start.
make these things connect to other things and
Yeah, you know, we're gonna figure that out.
send some angry pixies through them and make some danger happen.
It's sad electricity. You know what? We did have the trim piece though. That's the highlight of my day.
Yeah.
You know,
But really?
how many months before we start this up? Because all we need is one fitting and a wire.
Oh, it's not. We're not going to fire it until we trailer it all the way to Sykeston.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's never gonna start.
We're
It's
never
just-
going to do a test run. We're not breaking anything in. We're just going to take it to No Name, and then we're going to send it in the burnout box and hope for the best.
We're not even gonna start the engine.
No,
at
it's
Sykeston.
just going to sit forever.
We're gonna have everybody come out there, and then like
Take
just-
turns making vroom vroom noises. In
Yeah,
the
and
driver's
yeah,
seat.
it's like it's gonna be set up as a photo booth. It's no longer a race car because it's never gonna start.
Apparently, that's what I keep hearing. But yeah, no, I just actually got to go tomorrow and get these things taken out of my hand, and then
We can start wiring in earnest.
yeah, I don't want to try to do all of that, Lefty.
Yeah, that would suck. When we started this project and we had ordered a pile of parts, it took up that whole corner of the shop. Like all of it. Now it's that. And that's mostly empty boxes and old stuff that hasn't found a home yet.
We need to organize.
Yeah, we need to consolidate because a lot of that stuff just go, and then it's like the whole corner of the shop is back. Did we get anything done? Like realistically?
Well, I mean, a good portion of the day was dedicated to making AN fittings and lines,
That is true. That took a long time.
which it's not the hardest thing to do, but it's tedious and time consuming.
It's drudgery and tedium.
We just need to make sure that before any fuel flows through that system that we unhook the line going to the carburetor and dump it into a bucket.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Because
idea.
there is all kinds of trash in those lines right now.
As far as it firing up next weekend, what are the chances, you think?
Pretty high.
Think so?
I don't have much in the way of plans for this week, aside from getting this removed. And then,
Come up here and wire stuff?
yeah, I need to come up here and permanently affix the control panel in the car.
Oh yeah, that's only a couple screws.
Yeah, we only put a couple screws in there just to hold it in so we can get
Well,
a
no,
visual
it needs
and
to
then.
be held in with just a couple screws so that it can come out. The
Well,
panel needs to be well, that's already in.
Yeah.
I just can't wait until flipping switches in this car actually does something. There's a nitrous gauge. Tony just gave us that. Forgot about that. Wire that in. That'll plug into the manifold for the purge valve just fine. So, thanks, Tony. We're gonna definitely put that to use
Yeah.
because that's an expensive gauge. I'm tired and
Yeah.
it's hot, and I want to edit this before I fall asleep editing like I usually do. Let's go home.
Okay.
Like and subscribe. Do all that cool YouTube stuff. You know, maybe in the next, 4 or 5 months we'll fire this thing up. I don't know.
Tuesday, 2027.
7. Siri, set a timer for 11 years. Catch y'all on the next one.
See y'all.